Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Xavier Smith, and today I'm going to teach you how to find a polynomial equation when you are given real roots. So let's start with our zeros or our roots, which is x equals 2, x equals -1, and x equals 4. But I noted here that x equals 4 flattens out, which means that it is a cubic root. So let's start with x equals 2. We just have x equals 2, and then with a factor, all you're going to do is you're going to make it equal to 0. So x minus 2 equals 0, and then boom, x minus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. So x equals -1, same thing, x equals -1. Then x plus 1 equals 0. Boom, now we have another factor. Now we have x equals 4. So x equals 4 will just be x minus 4 equals 0. Okay, so let's start. But now that I noticed that x equals 4 flattens out or is cubic, this x minus 4 equals 0 is really x minus 4 cubed equals 0. It doesn't change. The answer is still 4, but it's just cubed. So when you fully FOIL everything out, it's going to be crazy. So our equation, if you were just asked for factored form, be x minus 4 cubed times x minus 2 times x plus 1. But guess what? We don't just like settle for that. We go for standard form. So let's start by, I'll just do x minus 4 times x minus 4 times x minus 4. Then I'll just do this. So this will be x squared plus x minus 2x is minus x. Minus 2 times 1 is -2. So x minus 4 times x minus 4 is x squared minus 8x plus 16 times x minus 4 times x squared minus x minus 2. So now I guess we're just going to multiply these two. We're going to do x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times -4 is -4x squared. Negative 8x times x is negative 8x squared. Negative 8x times 4 is positive 32x. 16 times x is 16x. 16 times -4 is -64. And then that's multiplied to x squared minus x minus 2. So let us simplify this real quick somewhere else on the board because I am running out of room. So we have our x cubed, of course. Then our x squareds, we have a -4 and a -8. That will give us a -12x squared. For our x's, we have a 32x and a 16x, which will give us a 48x. And then we have a -64 here on the end. And then that is multiplied by x squared minus x minus 2. So let us start. So x cubed times x squared is x to the 5th. X cubed times -x is -x to the 4th. X cubed times -2 is -2x cubed. -12x squared times x squared is -12x to the 4th. -12x squared times -x is positive 12x cubed. -12x squared times -2 is positive 24x squared. 48x times x squared is positive 48x cubed. 48x times -x is -48x squared. 48x times -2 is -96x. -64 times x squared is -64x squared. -64 times -x is positive 64x. And -64 times -2 is 128. That was a lot. Now what do? Well, we just simplify. So let's start. We have our x to the 5th. Then we see x to the 4th. We have a negative 1, a negative 12, so negative 13. We have a negative 13 x to the 4th. Then we go to our x cubed. Negative 2 plus 12 is 10, plus 48 is 58. So plus 58x cubed. Then we go to our x squareds. We have 24, a negative 48, which will give us a negative 24, and a negative 64, which will give us a negative 88x squared, negative 88x squared. Then we go to our x's. We have a negative 96x and a 64x, which if we average those will give us a negative 32x. Yeah, that is a plus. Yes, plus our constant of 128. Well, there is our final equation. I hope I made no mistakes in there. So, thank you for watching, and I hope this video was helpful on finding a polynomial equation from real roots.